My family, hi, welcome to another one here on Truth and Love the Church with your brother Joseph. So we all know of things that were being said, about Prophet Angel. A lot of people were saying some certain things, especially during that time when he was releasing prophecies that had to do with Ghana. So we have Apostle Johnson Suleman here who's responding to all those people, and this is what he had to say.
Jesus wept. He wept. The second reason why I believe Jesus wept, because he could see the deceitfulness of men. Deceitfulness of men. There are people, the wickedness of their heart makes Satan's atrocities a mockery. Even the devil is shocked at the level of their atrocity. They have a crisis. That is why all of this grammar on the pulpit will not help this generation. What will bring them on bended knees is power, because they are more logical than you, they are more rational than you, they explain everything. In fact, technology now has wired a mindset to them that their attention span is very short. TikTok, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Many of them have a TikTok thinking. 30 seconds. So to hold them spellbound, it has to be what is abnormal. It has to be what is not of this world. So all of this explanation, all of this grammatical expression, all of these vowels, diction, speech speculation, mastery and oratory of public speaking, that you are really not grammar like Socrates, you have poetry like Shakespeare, you can display like Archimedes and Pluto. It doesn't help this generation. What we bring them on their knee is power. Do you know, as I was coming to London, I began to remember some days and my heart was boiling. I remember days we would have program and the anointing will hit the place and people are on the floor for 2 days unable to move. They drunk in power. But how did we slide into this generation where it has become talk? No power. Am I speaking to somebody here? When you move around, you watch social media, it's either a pastor is replying another pastor. It's like there's now banter on the pulpit, or somebody is trying to outshine someone, or somebody is trying to correct someone's revelation. Sir, it is easy to debate but hard to pray. It is easy to challenge but hard to pray. Our singular enemy is the devil. Let's all be hungry for power, for the kingdom of God is not in grammar, it's not in speech speculation, it's not your ability to express diction, it's not your oratory, it's in power. People think we are playing games or we are joking. Somebody was speaking against a prophet who relates with me. He's a non-prophet, and was saying the guy is not real, the guy is not real. I was confused. I was confused. This prophet, when we are talking, we ask ourselves, tomorrow tell me what God is saying on matters that we relate at that level. He will call me. He said, look at what is the Lord saying? I said, you can't hear anything. He said, I'm too depressed. I can't pick anything now. I said, give me 10 minutes. I come back. This will happen, this will happen, this will happen, this will be removed. It happens like that. So they were just gisting. And he said, Apostle, hey, the Lord is saying I should tell you this will happen. It happens like that. The one person that sees nothing now tells me the person I talk to is fake. I'm like, does he know what we discuss? One time both of us were talking about Ghana. And we are now discussing. And we say, I don't like this person. I don't want him to come as president. And he will now tell me, say, who do we give it to now? Who do we give it to? Both of us started laughing. We said, we are discussing who to give presidency and the election has not come. Are we in the ballot, or are we the electoral officers? We are laughing. We held our faith together. We said, we'll give it to this person. This one will come. I said, God already told me that he has an unfinished business. You may have seen the video. As he has an unfinished business, he's going to come back. He said, yes, I saw it. He described the inauguration. He told me what the man would wear. It happened like that. The one person that does not see nothing will say this thing, are you well? Do you know the level and the frequency at which we are talking? So when you hear things like that, am I communicating right now? When you hear things like that, you are amazed. Because why? The devil wants to kill people's passion for the supernatural.
I heard of my family, and in other stories, there's this particular individual who was at a particular podcast where he was hosted, and he was saying some certain things about Apostle Suleman and Joshua Iginla, the prophet in Nigeria.
I've worked with Joshua Iginla. The Oma entered the casket. He immediately will reach motherless baby. Initially, there was a dross. There was an injection we collected from Morga. Collected from, what's his name? Justice Suleman.
Wait.
That Morga, Osi Benjamin.
Collected injection from Apostle Suleman, the one who know.
He told me himself.
I won't get into all that story, but just in summary, the summary of the matter is that there's this young man who just went there to the podcast, and he was saying that he was exposing some certain people, and he was saying that there are ministers who fake miracles and all those things, and he's saying some certain things about Apostle Suleman, Brother Joshua Iginla, and all those things. You know, we remember this particular, podcast. There's another individual who was also hosted there who was saying Dr. Poyene fakes miracles. A lot of lies are actually said over there. So this is Brother Joshua Iginla coming out to actually clarify things and also defend Apostle Johnson Suleman. So let's get into it. Do share your thoughts in the comments below. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. God bless you.
We live in a country where you have right to practice the religion of your choice. But you see, we in the evangelical, the Pentecostal, if you call it, we don't see ourselves in religion. We see ourselves in a relationship with our Maker. So, pastors have become soft target whenever some Nigerians are bitter. They vent their anger on pastors. There's no doubt some pastors make mistakes, have done some blunders. Some are rascals, like how we have some politicians who are same, who have made blunders, who have made mistakes, who are rascals. And just as we have doctors, accountants, businessmen who have done same. Until we Nigerians get to a point where we major on our major and minor on our minor. I say this to portray the point that why you are busy criticizing we pastors. This is the second time I'm saying it. Channel your energy to the people who are holding the resources of this country. We don't collect federal allocation. We are not voted into any elective position. Neither are we appointed into any elective position. Some of we pastors, every Sunday, month, birthday, etc., we give out not because we are campaigning to be elected into any position. It has become a way of life. It's quite unfortunate that sometimes some of us, our eyes are closed to see what pastors do. And some of the questions that is most often asked is, what are the pastors doing with the offering and the tithe of the church? Those are requisite questions, right questions to ask. You've seen most pastors are trying to give back to the society. And when they're trying to give back to the society, you say they are showing up. And when they don't show or portray their giving, you say they are not giving, they are lying. Why are we so hard on clergymen? I beg Nigerians, if it's a cause, forgive we pastors. If we don't abuse Papa Deboye, we talk about Oyedepo, we talk about fathers of faith, we talk about prophets, we talk about everybody. It's wrong. I think It's wrong to arrange people. Because of recent, somebody was talking about Apostle Suleman and busy talking. These things are not issues you have facts about. They said, that person said, that person said. So now if the man of God decide to arrest you to bring the people, they'll say, why are pastors arresting? You cannot use all your life to try to rubbish the work a man of God have done throughout his lifetime. In the name of you are alleging. And there is no evidence to portray. You just mention things and you want to destroy a man of God. And then you want pastors to keep quiet so that lies can continue to triumph just like that. Why? Do you know how much is voted to some politicians in your state? We are not holding our politicians accountable. I'm not saying you should not criticize us. Please, when you are doing that, just as you are trying to gather facts to prove pastors they are false, gather facts to hold your politicians. Do you know how much is the allocation from the federal government to your state and local government? You are not talking. Put all the offering and tithes of the pastor and prophet that you are talking of some ministry. It is not enough if you put them side by side with your state government allocation or your local government allocation. Why do we major on minor and minor on major? Balance your criticism. Those of you who are criticizing men of God, just be sure that that thing you are saying, you have evidence to substantiate it. You cannot come up, lie against a man of God and think he will keep quiet and not go after you. Because it's not about the man of God. It's about members and people who believe in him, who might not be in his church, who can go. We are losing a lot of people to the other religion because of what we are doing. People will just go on podcasts, say things you have never met. You know why I know? I have seen things about myself. I don't know this person. I've never met this person in my lifetime. And this is also the same problem going up around women of God. There are young men who are coming up in faith, very zealous, who make money by eating two fathers' heads together. They just leave you and go there and say, I know him, I was with him, I work with him. No evidence as a father, you can't even tell. Show me the evidence that you know. You see so many fathers of faith fighting another father that they have not met because one son is profiting by gossiping. I condemn attack on pastors with lies. Attack on minister, whether you Orthodox, Pentecostal, prophet, teacher, apostle. This is what I have been doing. I'm not saying this for anything. This is what I stand for. Don't just rise up and lie. Do we men of God make mistakes? Yes. But you can't use a lie to destroy a man. If you want to fight a man, gather your facts. Don't use lie. Let's be careful. And funny enough, pastors sponsor some of these things. Christians sponsor some of. What will you get if a pastor fall as a pastor? What's the gain? I used to say it. Those who fight Prophet TB Joshua, he has gone to glory. Have you gathered his disciples? Have you collected his members? People who believe in him, they still believe in him and they will never go anywhere. You can't attack my people by pulling me down. Face your front, run your race, and stop attacking me, my friend. No matter the hatred you have for a prophet, a pastor, or an apostle, you can't take his cloud. You can't take his glory. Some people are born to do this. In the midst of hatred, they grow stronger. They spread and grow wide. Why hate somebody? Why? Shine your shine. I shine my shine. Give Jesus a clap of it.